Details on Senator Mitch McConnell's house being vandalized in Kentucky. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Rudy Shabazzi.
And I am Aaron Nolan. It comes after vandals also hit House Speaker Nancy Pelosi's home in California. This morning, Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell's Kentucky home was defaced with spray paint. The message on the door read, "Where's my money?" and "Mitch kills the poor" was scribbled over a window, apparently referencing McConnell blocking the increase of stimulus checks this week. Senator McConnell responded in a statement saying, "I've spent my career fighting for the First Amendment and defending peaceful protests. I appreciate every Kentuckian who has engaged in the democratic process, whether they agree with me or not. This is different. Vandalism and the politics of fear have no place in our society. My wife and I have never been intimidated by this toxic playbook. We just hope our neighbors in Louisville aren't too inconvenienced by this radical tantrum."
Hey, Shalom. Call Allah Yahweh Bashem Awashai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Yahweh Bashem Awashai Barakatham to the hopefully elect. Just real quick. All right, if you haven't heard, this guy, McConnell, this is the individual that, pretty much is the reason why you Jakes didn't get the $2,000 stimulus checks. All right, and because of that, as I played here, this clip, supposedly his house or apartment or whatever, it was vandalized, and through the spirit, through teachings of the apostles and elders, on down, ornament on down, they've been speaking of these things concerning these how these politicians and these governors and mayors and things of that nature, all right, pursuant to 2nd Edges 15, which I'm going to get, because before I get that, I'm gonna go ahead and get this in Revelation, because again, concerning these people, man, that are supposedly set up for the supposedly the benefit for the people, all right. They put this mirage that they're for the people, fighting for the poor and things of that nature. It's like it. But it's coming to find out, man, that these people, man, they, like we've been telling you, man, these people don't give a damn about you. And as I'm speaking, I'm trying to think what this precept is at. I think that's Revelation 12, where it talks about the dragon that spake as a lamb. Look for that real quick. Because yeah, man, like we've been saying, more and more, these devils, man, they're gonna start showing their true colors more and more as they get exposed. They're gonna more and more start showing their true colors. All right, because again, being that you Jakes trusting these people so wholeheartedly, all right, y'all are gonna find out the hard way. These people, they don't give a damn about you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. All right, but I think it's Revelation 13. Yep. Revelation 13 and 11, it says, "And I beheld another beast come up out of the earth, and he had 2 horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon." All right. And this is going into the whole Democrat, Republican system. All right. Which, again, is just a mere mirage, because, they speak like they're for the people. They come in that docile appearance. All right. Harmless. Right. But what did the scripture say about Esau, Edom? They speak smooth words. All right. The words are smoother than oil. Right. But in their hearts, man, it's war. And in their hearts, man, they're plotting to, they're constantly plotting on how to get rid of you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. All right. And again, as these days go by more and more, man, again, you're going to start seeing more of that dragon speaking, all right, with these draconian laws and these draconian measures. All right, y'all going to find out, man. All right. Read that again. Verse 11, it says, "And I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had 2 horns and like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon." All right. And this whole beast system, all right? Because America, if you don't know by now, it's nothing but an extension, a regurgitation of the Roman Empire, all right? And just like the Roman Empire, when you look at all the characteristics of the Roman Empire, all right, I mean, it pretty much fits into what America is today, you know. Um, and part of what the Roman Empire, what they had set up, again, all right, the horns that spake like a lamb, the two horns, right, during the Roman Empire. You know, you had the Flavians and the Patricians, right? Which again, what today that would be the Republicans and Democrats, all right? Again, you know, this mirage, like they're for the people, right? Because again, you know, that America is that you know, it's not more than an extension of the Roman Empire, all right? And you know, just like I said, you know, just like the Roman Empire, man, you know how they fell, all right? Like I said, you know, if you look into you go on YouTube and just look up 10 ways, 10 reasons why the Roman Empire fell. All right. And again, you know, you'll see a lot of similarities just like today here in Babylon the Great, which is America. All right. Because it's no different. You know, one of those things, just like the Roman Empire or just like America. All right. You know, during the time of the Roman Empire, you know, what was pushed heavy during the Roman Empire was being pushed today, you know, concerning feminism and you know, giving women equal rights. All right, putting these women on a pedestal. All right, that was one of that's one of, you know, the many characteristics and similar similarities. You know, showing that you know, America's not but an extension of the Roman Empire. All right, and just like the Roman Empire, how it fell. All right, because when you read up in this verse, this chapter, that deadly wound that was healed. Verse 3 says, and I saw one of his heads as it were wounded to death, and his deadly wound was healed, and all the world wondered after the beast. All right. And again, you know, when the Roman Empire fell, um, you know, that wound, all right, and was healed back when NATO and the EU was established. All right. Again, you know, America being the spearhead of what is that? NATO. All right. But again, you know, it's all part of the same beast system, you know. But nevertheless, with that being said, all right, just want to get the point that, you know, these two horns speaking like a lamb. All right, they appear to you know, come in that humble, docile like spirit. All right. But again, man, you know, at the end of the day, they don't give a damn about your so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native American Indians. All right. But with that being said, man, because again, you know, it's going to get to a point, like we've been saying, you know, more and more you're going to start seeing cases like this. All right. These governors, politicians, mayors, and things of that nature. You know, their homes getting vandalized and ransacked and things of that nature. All right. Because again, you know, people are waking up to the fact that these people, man, they're full of shit. All right. And they never were for the people. All right. You know, because these Americans, man, these Babylonians, these average Babylonians, man, they're dumb as hell. All right, just to be a clear cut to you know, to the point. These Americans, man, they're just stupid. Because if you pay attention to what's going on in other countries, all right, you know, they've been in uproars and been in protests for you know, some years now. Because again, you know, they're not so polluted and, you know, messed up. All right, they don't eat all the, you know, poison shit and McDonald's and shit like these Americans do over here. And you know, and they don't have all those chemtrails as much as America and shit like that. So, you know, for the most part, they're more clear-headed, and you know, and for the most part, they see the tyranny and you know, the bullshit of the, you know, the government and things of that nature. So this is why they've been protesting a lot of those places like France. All right, they've been protesting and been in uproars for some years. All right, and just like what's going on in these other countries, like, you know, what we've been saying, man, little by little, man, that stuff is going to start touching over here in the States very soon. All right. So let me get this in 2nd Esdras 15, and I'll start at verse 2 Edges 15 and 15. It says, "For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands." All right, and that sword it just goes into instruments of destruction. All right, which would be the modern day gun, guns and weaponry, things of that nature. All right, you know, because people, man, they're preparing, man. They're gearing up. They're girding up. And, you still got these simple-minded jakes, man, still in that festival spirit. All right, like it says in I believe it's Matthew 24. As in the days of Noah, right? People just are going about their normal lives, like this place is not about to be blown to smithereens. Like this place is not about to go up in flames. All right, but nevertheless, all right, because the Lord is mingling that perverse spirit that it speaks about in Isaiah. All right, and the spirit of Egypt, which Egypt is another name for America. All right, Babylon. Um, the Lord is mingling up that spirit and causing that division and, that sifting. All right. Because again, like the apostles and elders and all the men on down have been saying for years, you're going to start having clash wars and civil unrest out here on the streets of America. All right. And being that, a lot of these people, man, they're already frustrated. All right. There are a lot of people about to get evicted and things of that nature. They're going to take matters into their own hands. When you read on, it says, verse 16, it says, "For there shall be sedition among men." All right. And that sedition, when you look it up, look into it, it basically it goes into like basically like a tumult against like an uprising against the government. All right. Because again, being that, throughout 2020, all right, as they, towards the latter part of 2020, concerning these lockdowns and restrictions and things of that nature, man, people are like, the hell with that. They're for the most part, start to revolt more and more against what these mayors and governors and, with these restrictions and things of that nature. All right. Disobeying, these orders or whatnot. All right. And again, because it's only going to intensify, it's only going to get much worse from there. All right. And again, you're going to start seeing more and more of these cases, these guys like McConnell. All right. Again, this guy that rejected the $2,000 stimulus. Right. And all these other people, man, there's going to be a target out for them. There's going to be people are going to have it out for these guys. All right. So verse 16 again, "For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes. In the course of their actions shall stand in their power." So people are going to start taking matters into their own hands. All right. People are going to start kidnapping these politicians and these governors and whatnot, holding them for ransom. In the near future, man, you're going to start seeing cases to where, these people, man, they're going to start getting executed. All right. Their wives, their children, held captive. All right. That's how bad it's going to get out here. All right. Because when you read verse 14, jump up to verse 14, it says, "Woe to the world and them that dwell therein." All right. And that woe already, it goes into destruction. All right. Another part, which I often quote in Timothy's, where it talks about perilous times that we're coming into. All right. Very dangerous times that we're coming into. All right. So it's going to be bad for a lot of these people. But, concerning the elect, man, yeah, we're going to be around to, witness these things and see these things. Our flesh might get a little shooken up or whatever the case may be. But for the most part, concerning the elect, man, they're going to be all right, man. And, we just hope to continue to hope and strive to be of that number, because it's going to get real bad at him, man. All right. They're about to start tearing these cities up. All right. Look what they just did to this guy's house. They just vandalized this guy's house for, over $2,000, and that's crumbs, man. All right. Again, because these guys, man, they don't give two shits about you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and American Indians. All right. Here it is. These guys like Jeff Bezos and all these guys, man, they've made trillions of dollars, while everyone, basically they've made trillions. A lot of these billionaires have become trillionaires throughout this pandemic, while everyone else, everyone else is suffering and losing jobs and things of that nature. All right. They're about to cut these benefits off, these unemployment checks and things of that nature. If they haven't already, they're about to cut them off. All right. So they're about to set this place ablaze, man. Matter of fact, I'll go ahead and read it down. It says, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. And why is that? Because eventually it's going to get to a point where it's going to get so bad and uncontrollable and unbearable, they're going to declare martial law. All right. Verse 18, it says, for because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. All right, just to show you how bad it's going to be. If you got men that's going to be afraid, all right, these wannabe tough guys out here, these wannabe bangers and thugs and whatnot, all right, they're about to be bitch made. All right, because again, that's how bad it's going to get, you know. And it's not going to be just with these, you know, local governors and whatnot. All right. But, you know, just concerning, you know, this instance, this case with this guy, McConnell, all right, you know, don't be surprised, man, all right, like we've been saying for some time now, you know, don't be surprised, man. You're going to start, it's going to progress from, you know, just you know, houses being vandalized. It's going to progress. It's going to get a lot worse from there, you know, but, you know, just so, you know, quick something, if you know, if you haven't heard, this guy that we rejected the because I see a lot of people, you know, talking shit, making memes about him and whatnot, because he rejected the $2,000 stimulus thing. All right, but you know, again, you know, don't be surprised, man, because this stuff is only going to intensify, you know, and Lord's will, man, this is the year that all these things you know, come to pass, since the elder apostle Tahar, you know, theming this year, the hastening, the coming of our Lord Yahweh Shai, man. You know, Lord's will, this is the year. All right, but with that, I'm going to give all credit to Yahweh Shai Shai, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. And until next time, Lord's will, I say shalom.